here. Every day is a great day, right? That's what we keep telling ourselves. No matter what, life is always better clean than it was out there using, no matter how good we thought that was. But it never seems to amaze me with the guys in our homes who have situations that occur that need addressing. And we had a guy show up today who had been with us for about a month, and was in a bad way, had a seizure. We took him to the hospital. He escaped from the hospital. We found him. We took him back to the hospital. Escaped again. Found him again. Brought him home, and was not in a good way. Spent most of the morning, or all the morning, at mental health, trying to get him evaluated and checked out. And I'll be the first one to tell you our system is broken and stupid, 100%, right? I don't know how. I get human rights, right? I get that, but I don't know how we give rights to a person who doesn't even know where he is, and give him the ability to say yes or no he wants to be looked at when he doesn't even know his name, or how to tie a shoe, or untie his shoe for that matter, or get into a shower. Like, he doesn't know how to do that, but yet we have to respect his rights to be helped, right? And then the system just expects people like me to take them home and do what with them? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird the way the system is set up. I get how you can say we love people, but I say we don't love people well enough right now, because we're unable to help. You know what I mean? And the hope is that he just all of a sudden snaps out of it and gets better. And so it's just interesting to see kind of the things that happen with people in our world. And I don't say I have a right answer or a better answer. I just know that sometimes there's people who need to be helped, and no matter what they feel about their help, they need to be helped. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But it was a good day to get everything done. My wife is still in Arizona. She comes home tomorrow, which will be excited to see her again. Even though she's only been gone like 48 hours, I still hate when my wife leaves for any amount of time. And she feels the same way. But today on Facebook, I had posted, what holds you back from the life you want? And it's interesting how, one thing I'm finding interesting is the harder the question is, the less engagement I get from people, and the more likes. The more people who would normally engage just like my posts, right? And I don't post these things for likes. I post them for engagement, to see how people think about the question, or if they've ever thought about it, or how they wrestle with the ideas that I put out there. So it's interesting. I had one person put me, right, and I had put eliminate what holds you back. I think so often we do put blame in other places. My financials hold me back, or my job holds me back, or my kid. I mean, we would never say our kids hold us back, but we think it, like our kids hold us back. But do we ever think, or my parents not being around holds me back, or some trauma that I have holds me back? And the one thing I do know is our literature says that I may not be responsible for my disease, but I am responsible for my recovery. And in some senses, I feel like that doesn't give me the excuse to use of anything to hold me back, right? At the end of the day, I'm the one who is responsible to get everything done that I need to, and I'm the one who is responsible for keeping my promises, and I'm the one who's responsible for treating people good, and I'm the one who's responsible for loving myself, and I'm the one responsible for getting out of bed on time. I'm the one responsible for all that stuff. And when it comes to me not having what I want in my life or what I think I should have, the only person that I can blame is me. I'm responsible for my recovery. That should say enough, right? Like, I don't get to blame people, right? Literally, we don't get to blame people, places, and things for our addiction. So I don't get to blame you for the stupidity of the choices that I made in my life. For so long I did, right? I blamed my mom or my dad or my grandma or my, my friends or whoever, right? That the snitches, right? Or the police or whoever I could blame, my girlfriend, my kid, whatever, that you were holding me back from the life that I wanted, right? And really, what did I want? To just be able to do what I want and get high all the time and have unlimited amounts of money and it never go away and me never have to go to work for it. And the reality was that's not the way life operates. And so I'm coming into this place where I'm understanding that the only person that I have to blame for the lack of success in my life, and success is varied, right? Like, everyone has their own definition, and some of us have very low definitions of it because we're afraid of setting the bar too high. But me, I want to set the bar as high as possible, right? And so when I'm not attaining the things that I want, I have to ask myself, do I really want those things? Do I really want them? Because am I willing to do what is necessary to get there? Am I? And if I'm not there, then I have to say, no, I really don't want them. What do I want? Well, I'd rather watch TV. I'd rather sleep in. I'd rather sit around and not do something. I'd rather eat all the foods that I want to eat. I'd rather just get fat. I'd rather, right? And I'd rather be broke. I mean, that's what my actions say, right? And I said on another video before that gratitude doesn't speak by my actions. Gratitude speaks by my results. When I'm grateful for you, I'm gonna do the job, right? I'm gonna see it all the way through. I'm gonna complete it with excellence. Like, for so long I've been a minimal person, right? I've done the bare minimum. You guys have heard me talk about working on getting my degrees and just getting C's, right? Because C's get degrees, and I didn't want. I wanted other things to do, right? I wanted to go hang out, or I wanted to go coach baseball or travel, or you know what I mean, rather than sitting there at the desk and reading and writing and studying and doing all the things that were going to prepare me for the things that I have to do in life, right? Preach or share the gospel or teach people about Jesus or theology or explain, God to people. Who would have thought that I would have to do that in like real life, right? But yet that got minimal of my attention, and everything that I wanted to do that was pleasure seeking, I wanted to do and give all my attention to, right? I know that the literature tells me that my disease is rooted in selfishness and self-centeredness. And so like it really brings to the forefront of my mind, like, what keeps me from getting the things that I want is anything that interferes with my pleasure. Because that's all I want is pleasure, right? And reality is I miss the boat on the things that I need to be doing to get where I'm trying to go, that I'm going to be doing long term, right? I keep me from all my own successes. I do. Because I listen to people who have no dreams or no drive to attain them tell me that they can't get theirs and I can't probably get mine, and all the reasons why that's the case. And I was listening to Andrew Tate earlier today, and he was talking about, like, you are the sum of the people that you hang out with the most. He goes, and the funny part is we understand that, and people still want to hang out with losers, right? They want to hang out with people who don't expect anything of themselves, right? Who don't have any real dreams or any real desires, or they don't want to live a satisfied life. They want to just complain and whine about why things suck, and it's the government's fault, and it's the police's fault, and it's the white man's fault, right? It's all these people's fault that my life is horrible. But what am I doing to take responsibility for it? What am I doing to say, no, that's not true? I'm responsible for the life that I live, and I'm going to do something about it today. I'm going to go get educated. I'm going to go get some books. I'm going to read. I'm going to Google things on the internet and research them, rather than just spitting off misinformation that people want me to believe that something's true when it's not. Whose fault is it? It's mine. You know, I was listening to another guy named Wes Watson, and you know, he was talking about like inflation, right? And people right now are all up in arms about, you know, the president and his government and his administration, and they're the reason inflation is what it is and whatever, right? And what he had said was, who cares? If you're not making enough money, go make more money. And if you're in a job that you can't make more money, then get a different job, right? Like, we have all these choices. The question is, do we really want to accept the options that we have available to us? Because it may not be, I can just go get a different job. I may need to get another job. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, we may not like the options that are available to us, but we always have a choice in the situation. I don't just have to sit here and settle for whatever I'm given. I don't. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who's responsible for my life. I am. They're not going to show up there is no sweepstake that's going to show up at my door and go, hey, you've won $400 million. They're not going to do it. Sorry, they're not. They're not. I have to go out there and get what I want. And I have to be responsible for it. So yeah, when I talk about eliminating what holds you back, yeah, there's parts of me that got to go, right? The weakness has to go. The whiner has to go. The complainer has to go. The insecure has to go. The voice has to go. And I have to trust the process that if I do what I'm supposed to and I work hard and I'm not where I want to be, then maybe I need to work a little harder. Maybe I need to do a little more and not just settle for where I'm at. Because if that's not where I want to be, then that's not where I need to stay. I need to get where there is. And if I don't know how to get there, I need to ask somebody. Seeking guidance has never been a problem. Why is it now? So I just want to encourage you guys, man, like, if you're not where you want to be, stop blaming things around you. Stop blaming people, places, and things, and get where you're trying to go. Accept responsibility for it. Challenge accepted, and get moving. If you don't like your situation, your circumstances, make a change. Stop blaming and start moving. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? I don't like my situation right now, so I'm trying to fix it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to fix it so that I don't ever have to be here again. Neither does my wife or my kids or my grandkids. Never again. I want better. And I need to move in the direction of better. So if nobody's told you today, God loves you, and so do I. I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.